Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year. This is your boy Zoe again. I'm coming with the fifth installment of the edited rosters, high school legends with high school seniors. Let's get straight to it, y'all. First person on the list is Charlie Ward, Heisman Trophy winner, the only Heisman Trophy winner to go play in the NBA. Dude was exceptionally good at Florida State. I think the reason why he didn't make it to the NFL is because he was too short. He was only like 6 foot, no more than 6'1". Probably wasn't even 6'1". You know they add extra height to you when you make it to a different level. So with that being said, plus he wasn't a guaranteed first round pick. So he said if he wasn't a guaranteed first round pick, he would go play basketball. He tried to pull the John Elway move where he told the Baltimore Colts not to draft him. If so, he was going to play baseball, and they drafted him anyway. But he still ended up forcing them to trade him. But Charlie Ward, he was a hell of a quarterback at Florida State. He got Bobby Bowden a whole lot of recognition for winning that ring. Because for a little minute there, Bobby Bowden couldn't win shit. He couldn't beat the Miami Hurricanes, my team, on the regular. Like I said, but what we gonna do here, we gonna relive history and we gonna try to rewrite it and see if we can get him to the NFL, man. Like I said, for the few people that are following me that has viewed my videos, I want to tell you, I appreciate you. I'm trying to do my best. Everything's gonna get a little better. I just ask that you bear with me because this is just really like my first few times doing this. So I'm just trying to get hip to everything and learn how everything goes. But like I said, I was able to find some rosters from 24/7 Sports that showed every high school recruit since 1999 up until the present day. So I just told myself I was going to take all the seniors that I seen on the recruiting page and I'm going to put them on the game. They're going to have the exact height and weight from when they was coming out their senior year. Like I said, it's a lot of players on here that you might not have never heard of because their careers didn't end up the right way that some people had projected. But the whole point of us, we're going to redo everything. We're going to get certain players to the league. We're going to make sure certain players do their damn thing. Up next, Will Grier, quarterback from the Florida Gators. He was the cat that got suspended for, I guess, over-the-counter PEDs. He didn't know what he was taking, I guess, but he didn't. He had a short little career at Florida, but they was doing all right that only year he was playing. So for them to kick him out, man, that was kind of harsh, I felt. But you know how it goes, man. But I thought Will Grier was a decent quarterback, though. He was okay. He was alright. But the Florida Gators haven't been shit, though, since Urban Meyer left. They've been trying to replace him the whole time and haven't been able to. It's hard to replace players and coaches that meant a lot to your program. to my subscribers, I'm gonna try to put out a video every day if I can until we get these rosters done. But like I said, in the meanwhile, while we're doing the rosters, when we start filling them up, we're gonna do a little gameplay just to see how everybody plays. Like I said, everybody's an 85 or better. So you can pick you an average team like Akron, Texas State, and you can go play Florida State, Ohio State, and be able to compete. It was the whole purpose of me doing this the way I'm doing it. Nobody on the game is under an 85, and everybody's awareness is an 85 or better, depending on what they was already rated before I started messing with the ratings. Next up, Rick Meyer. He was supposed to be the next big thing at Notre Dame. He was supposed to take Joe Montana's place. Well, not really take his place because they graduated like almost 2 decades apart. I know at least a decade apart. So with that being said, he just looked like Joe Montana. Had the blonde hair, was the same size and weight as Joe Montana. I remember a high school football recruiter, Bino Cook. He said Rick Meyer was going to win 2 Heisman trophies. Rick Meyer ended up leaving Notre Dame with nothing. So it just goes to show predictions don't mean anything. He did not have a good NFL career. I don't think he really even lasted that long, but he was supposed to be the player that brought Notre Dame back to the top. But we gonna see what we gonna do with him though. I wanna say when he was at Notre Dame, Lou Holtz was still the coach before they went and got Bob Davie. That's what I wanna say. I don't know how accurate I am on that right there, but if you can just look it up to be accurate, just look it up for yourself. Because like I said, I might not be accurate, but I try my best to. I'm just going off of pure knowledge and what I remember and what I seen and heard growing up. Because growing up wasn't a Saturday going by that Notre Dame wasn't on TV. Because they have their own channel, so they definitely gonna be on TV every weekend. Because when I was growing up, you was gonna see Notre Dame, Penn State, Miami, Oklahoma, Texas, Ohio State, and Nebraska, and Alabama. Those was the major schools when I was growing up in the 80s and the early 90s and mid 90s. Tony Rice, another legend from the University of Notre Dame, helped lead Notre Dame to a championship, one of the best option quarterbacks to ever play football. And plus, he was the first black quarterback to start for Notre Dame. Tony Rice played with Jerome Bettis, Ricky Waters. That's when Notre Dame used to get everybody, man. They didn't have no problem getting no recruits. Yeah, when Tony Rice first came to Notre Dame, he had to sit out his first year because that was the first year the NCAA started doing Prop 48, where if you didn't pass your SAT, you had to sit out your freshman year. So that's what ended up happening to Tony Rice. He had to sit out his freshman year. Like I said, he was one of the best option quarterbacks to ever play football. That's because when back in the day, running the ball was everything. Yeah, people threw some passes, but the passing game wasn't heavily relied on like the running game was then, like how the passing game is now. You got teams that's passing it 50, 60 times a game, which makes for a long game because you're going to have a lot of incompletion. So it means the clock's going to be stopping a whole lot. So this game eventually is going to be longer than 3 hours. Next up, Malik Henry. He's a freshman quarterback at Florida State right now. Florida State got a lot of problems right now, man. Jimbo just up and left. But I knew some shit like it was gonna happen to Jimbo after he won that championship. It's just in like every time you win a championship, man, that's when everything just goes AWOL, go crazy. It's like everybody's not as hungry no more. Florida State's a top program, man, so they got to come out every year and bust their butt, man, because people are looking to beat them just because of the name on the front of the jersey. Like I said, I'm getting everybody from the year 1999 all the way up to the present day. So you're going to see present day recruits on the game to go along with the past recruits. You're going to have nice old little speed and stuff to them. So I hope y'all like how I'm editing the players, how I'm doing it. Like I said, my whole intentions was when I first started this years ago was to make the lower teams competitive. At first, I used to just do the freshmen on the team, and I realized it didn't really boost them up high enough to be competitive the way I wanted to. So that's why I went and just switched to doing everybody on the team. Next up, Pt.5, quarterback for the Florida Gators. Right now, Florida Gators don't know who to start, man. They've been benching dudes, then starting them, benching them, and starting them. They just trying to find some type of spark, man. It's been a long season for them. But I know a lot of teams is glad season's over with. But here comes the real season, recruiting, trying to make that team better. like the Florida Gators. Grew up watching them when they had Steve Spurrier, Danny Warfel, Fred Taylor, Ike Hilliard, Riddell Anthony. They had some players, man. They was competing every year. They had Javon Curse, Alex Brown. They wasn't no slouches. They competed for a couple championships. I know they won one and lost one to the almighty Nebraska Cornhuskers that was led by Tommy Frazier. They blew them boys out. Steve Spurrier, you should have seen him on the sidelines, man. That's one coach who can't take losing. But he don't mind running the score up on you if he's kicking your ass. But you know, you can't do shit like that and then expect it not to happen to you. But I'll never forget one of the greatest plays I ever seen in that game. Tommy Frazier. They ran an option to the right. He's running down the sideline. Man, dude broke about 3 tackles. Then about 4 or 5 people tackled him at once. They gang tackled him. And dude broke out of the tackle, heading down the sidelines for a score. I'm talking about, man, they ripped Florida's hearts out, man. DJ Shockley, he was a very highly recruited quarterback, but he did not get no time at Georgia at all. They would not play him for nothing. I forgot the quarterback's name that was ahead of him. I'm going to sit here and think about it. It's going to come to my mind. Oh man, it's burning me right now. It's killing me. But yeah, the quarterback that was ahead of him, man, he was alright, I guess. Plus, you know, the other guy, he was starting because of seniority, because he was older. Man, I don't like that shit. If a player is better, the whole purpose is to try to win the game. Not putting somebody out there on the field because you like them, you have a good relationship with them. Kind of reminds me of Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx and Cap, because that's what Al Pacino was doing. When Cap got hurt, Jamie Foxx came in, led them to some few wins. I think he led them to some, about ready to the playoffs. And when Cap got healthy, Al Pacino was wanting to put him in because he was loyal to him, because everything Cap had done in the past. Fuck all that, man. You trying to win, man. You going for the chip, man. You put the best players on the field. And that's what happened to DJ Shockley. He got caught up in the politics. My man Braxton Miller, he gonna be playing for the Florida State Seminoles on here with Jameis Winston on the game already. Damn. Oh, my bad, I'm tripping. Florida State gonna be kind of stacked as far as quarterback for the future when Jameis decides to go to the NFL on the game. But now, you know, Braxton Miller's in the league playing receiver. But, you know, when he first came to Ohio State, Dude wasn't even gonna play his freshman year if Terrell Pryor didn't do that bullshit, trading his memorabilia for tattoos and shit. So he had to leave school abruptly, got the coach fired and everything. But that's what happened. That's how Braxton Miller ended up actually starting his freshman year. He was supposed to come in and ride the bench. Braxton Miller balled out at Ohio State, man. He just kept getting injured. And that's how J.T. Barrett ended up coming into play, man. He just couldn't stop getting injured. The best ability is availability when it comes to football. I don't care how good you are, man. If you always hurt, man. That's how that Wally Pipp situation happened, man. That's how Lou Garrett ended up becoming famous. Because Wally Pipp got hurt, Lou Garrett came in and started playing unbelievable. And when a player's playing unbelievable, you do not sit him out. And Wally Pipp, from what I read and heard and stories I done heard, he was just as good as Lou Garrett. But that's what happened when you stay getting hurt all the time, man. Player could take your position. That's all it takes, man. It's one hit. But Braxton Miller, he was a nice college player. I liked him in the offense that Urban Meyer had when he came. Because when Braxton Miller first came, Luke Fickell, who's the defensive coordinator, he was the head coach. And I thought they actually did good with what they had because a lot of players got suspended and everything because of that situation. But see, Braxton Miller's also one of those players I was telling you about that played two positions in college. So what we're going to do, we're going to make him where he's versatile enough to play on both sides of the ball. First, we're going to get him all the way together as far as a quarterback. Got to do that first. Not going to really be explosive playing receiver unless I help out his ratings. Now what you do, then you go switch him to receiver. But he's going to be a slow receiver unless I really help him out. But we're going to get him done, though. We're going to get him all the way together. And yeah, like I was saying, if you went to school with anybody that was good in football, that had all state, all city, all region, or all district honors, in the comments, give me his name, height, and weight, city and state, and I promise you he's on the game. I promise you that. together. So I can't really mess with his speed too much because that affects him as a quarterback and stuff too. But you know what? That's what I am gonna do. He's just gonna be a little rated higher as a quarterback than he will be as a receiver, which is actually natural. He's at a 79. And let's go on and play with the rest of his receiving potential. Oh man. Okay, he's at least a 70 coming off the line. So he's okay coming off the line of scrimmage at a 70 on his release. He's at an 82 so far as a receiver. So maybe if we give him one more little go around right here, he should be an 85. But I'm going to tell you what it's going to do to him as a quarterback. You see, he was it made him an 88 as a scrambling quarterback now, which is about right, which is who he is.